time I hit the school, that's when I was walking around started soon.
We live.
Mm-hmm. Week 4, back, baby. Fantasy Twins, week 4. You already know what time it is, man. It's time to get on those assignments. School's in. Yeah. Yeah, we know what happened. We know what happened. Let's talk about it real quick, man. I mean, the fact that we got 2 onside kicks. Hey, man, come on, man. I think we got a new go kicker out there in the league, man. I seen Justin Tucker miss a field goal. How close was that? It was like a 30?
40, 45.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. For y'all to win by 3 too, man. Jeez.
Y'all in trouble, man.
We in trouble, man. You're right.
Y'all in trouble. They in trouble. He know they in trouble. He knows they're in trouble.
Can't give up 150 rushing yards to one man.
The one man. So what man was that? What was the man's name?
It's King Henry, man.
King Henry. King Henry came in there and just did what he wanted to.
Man, we got another Cowboy on the highlight.
Yeah. And he finished the week with 30. Let me look it up at exactly where he finished the week.
Yeah, you had Derrick Henry on your team.
Yeah.
You did good. If you started the Cowboys defense, you deserved what you got. Kind of mentioned that if we can't stop the run, it's gonna be a long day. Just like last week against the Saints. And
he put up 30.4. Like that's good. $150. Wow.
But the next player that performed pretty well was Dak himself. I mean, I don't know where he was in the first half, but I'll take that second half performance.
He was sweeping the first half. That's where he was in the it's all right.
Yeah, y'all won the game, man. I mean, hey, I'll give it to you. You have to get your first win sooner than later. So,
hey.
I mean, week 3.
Hey, man.
Congrats.
Hey, we'll take it. Because you know why? Because it's a lot of teams that's 1 and 2 out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, your team 1 and 2, it's cool. It's cool, It's cool. We'll take that, though.
It is what it is, man. So let's get into this week, man. I got that off my chest. Field goal win, whatever. Congrats. But it's a new week. And we prime time again, baby, this Thursday against the Giants. And the Giants, I liked what I saw on Sunday from the bit that I saw. Malik Neighbors, man, oh my goodness. He's making Daniel Jones keep his job. He's helping him keep his job.
Yes, he is. Malik Neighbors is just, hey, he's leveling up.
But if you like that, you like that. Like, it don't matter who's throwing to you. If you like that, you like that.
Every week he's just savage mode. He's carrying the Giants right now. He really is.
Yeah,
he's not doing anything in the run game. So
I don't know.
But just throw it to one, and you gonna result to a touchdown.
Yeah, Neighbors, man. If you got him on your team, man, keep him in the starting lineup. Keep him in the starting lineup this Thursday. Looking at that game, I'm expecting the Cowboys to really put it on them. The NFC is really building up the competition. A lot of new emerging talent and young guys.
It's knocking on the door.
I mean, if you just look at Monday night's game, boy, sheesh, was not expecting the Bengals to go out like that. But it's gonna happen, man. Things happen. New competition. People are gonna fall like dominoes. So, and that's what we saw on Monday.
Yes, we did.
The Bengals.
Yeah, yes. But in that game though, if anybody has, like, I got Terry McLaurin, in my ESPN league. I still won the week. I left him on the bench, but that's nice. It's good to see upside over there. Like,
I love to see
for a game, for a touchdown to put the game away like that. That's the type of confidence you want going into week 4. So now he could trust him on them go route balls. So it's just like, yeah, like throw it up there. He gonna finish the job. Like ice in his veins, man.
Yeah, a lot of upside with the Commanders, man.
Yeah.
Like I said,
that was his first primetime game, and he showed out. JD5 has arrived. Man. He has arrived, man.
If you didn't start him, I'm sorry, but I mean, you don't panic. That's why we said don't panic so early. You know, we going into week 4. You gotta know who your team is by now. You know, professionally and fantasy, you gotta know what type of team you got. So let's look at these fantasy teams, how we performed in week 3. I came out with a dub, thanks to Bills Mafia keeping their quarterback safe. I got away with a win by 2 points, 120 to 117. I had Caleb Williams show up for me this week. I'll take those 17 points. If we can protect the ball a little bit better, you know, I think they play a little bit better. Alvin Kamara and the Eagles gave them their first loss. I'll take those 15 from Kamara. 49ers, absolutely trash. I'll take those 10 from Jordan Mason. JJ, absolute unit. Sam Darnold's making him look like a superstar that he is. And where I messed up this week, man, I had Shaheed in my starting lineup in both of my leagues, bro. Donuts. I got Chris Olave on the bench with a dub for me. Stephon Diggs with another dub. But somehow I was still able to come out victorious. Thanks to Dallas Goedert and Montgomery replacing those zeros with 20s. So that was my NFL league. How about you?
So my week actually won my week 107 to 88. I had Joe Burrow. I was going up against Anthony Richardson. Obviously, Anthony Richardson put up 2 points. So once I seen that, I knew the week was kind of mine from a quarterback perspective. So Burrow finished the week with 29. Then Josh Jacobs, he put up 5 points for my running back. And then Carson still had 8. I was going up against Bijan and Travis Etienne. But they didn't really do anything that they were supposed to really do. So I was still in the game. But, you know, who won my week for me was DK, that robot over there.
Man.
22 points. I was going up against Brandon Cooks. I don't know why he would thought that would be a smart move to go against me. Gonna put Brandon Cooks up against DK. Then, you know, T. Higgins had 6 points. But, yeah, my tight end outperformed his. You know, Dr. Kincaid with 13 points.
Nice.
His tight end had 4 points. Laporta, you know. And the Browns defense had 11. Yeah, and Tank Dell finished with 11 points, so that pretty much won me the week right there. So it's just like, yeah, slid through.
Nice.
Over there, yeah, man.
Yeah, this NFL league we in, man, is a little bit competitive, man.
There's 14 people in it.
14 people in there. I bumped up pretty nice. I'm happy where I'm at right now.
I'm happy where I'm at right now. Where I was to where I'm at is major progress, like major progress. So it's just like,
as long as you keep putting the points up,
yeah,
setting those lineups the right way, you good.
You get off on these, you know, every week, man. Every week, because a lot of people's teams, man.
Yeah, so in my other league, in my ESPN league, man, me having Shaheed on there really screwed me over. I lost by cool 20 points, 99, 79.
Wow.
And man, yeah, if I didn't leave Shaheed in the starting lineup, you know, I had Alan Lazard. He went off on Thursday against the Patriots. I was kind of looking forward to that, but I wasn't, you know, super confident in starting him because, I mean, who likes really, you know, waiting around to see how you guys are going to perform? I didn't want to risk, you know, a low score in your.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I went up against James Cook, Garrett Wilson, Tajay Spears, and then he had the Jets defense that really looked really good. That 20 points from the Jets defense really gave them the edge against me. But I had Deshaun Watson. I mean, I don't know why I'm still rolling with Watson. I got Derek Carr on my bench, but I mean, it was a better decision to start D Watt this week against the Giants, and then A-Chain. I mean, shit, my boy only had 30 yards. And man, yeah, Miami got smoked this week. I didn't even beat that. They only put up a field goal. That's terrible.
Horrible, man.
Austin Eckler, I love what I saw from Austin Eckler, but unfortunately, I think he's hurt this week. He's questionable. He had 35 yards on the ground. He almost cribbed a new kick return, bro. I'm telling you, man, the new kick return, man, is giving guys opportunities, man. I love it. I love it because it's like there's a higher probability of you scoring a touchdown on a new return. So it's like, you know, if you got some return guys, man, you sneak them in the lineup, sneak them in that flex spot if you can.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'll take my first loss in ESPN, so I'm not really sweating. I just gotta find another running back to replace Eckler. Gotta drop Gus Edwards. I mean, the Chargers. I mean, they look good. They looked good for a minute.
They look good, but no.
But yeah, our top players from week 3, man.
One of the top players, it's probably the number one top player off the waiver wire, doing absolutely bananas. If you don't know who that is, his name is. He went crazy on the Rams. He went crazy just like that. Jauan Jennings, 3 touchdowns for 175, with the highest total for fantasy for everybody this week, coming out on top, 45 points. Man, if y'all didn't pick up Jennings on the waiver wire last week, you're pretty much out of luck because he ain't gonna be on. He's probably not even on the waiver wire.
Shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, this week. So it's just like
we told you 2 weeks ago.
If you picked him up and you put him on in the lineup this week, hey. That hurt somebody's week too, because they were not expecting to go up against Jauan Jennings and then get done up like that. So it's just like, yeah, 45 points. Like, what more can you ask for? That's right now. He's the waiver wire still right now. Like, even going into this next week, so should be interesting. But I mean, I won my ESPN lead thanks to that, but I have Derrick Henry over there too. And Kyler Murray and the defense. So I have Minnesota's defense. So I don't know if people be sleeping on Minnesota's defense. 20 points. 20 points right there, man. 20 points. So it's just like sometimes it's hard. I mean, if you able to pick up two defenses, like you could just interchange them both. Just to see, that's only if your team is orchestrated right to build to win. Because sometimes like that defense may be going up against a top heavy offensive team, so you can't expect them same points from last week. So defenses be week to week.
Right.
So it's just like all week to week. So you can't just keep expecting the same production because it's the NFL. Everybody's going to get scored on, so.
Yeah, what I like to do with my defensive strategy, we have the Green Bay Packers go up against Tennessee, and, they were really taking advantage of Mr. Levis over there, turning that ball over, just being reckless. Green Bay with 30 points, that was a nice stream option. They were actually a free agent this week. In my ESPN league, I absolutely slept on that. So you gotta make sure who's available. Make sure like who's on the block. Who's going up against these mediocre teams. I mean, we're 4 weeks in. We kind of know what teams
are hot, what teams are not, what teams are they on the borderline. So it's just like it's a lot of upside out there though.
A lot of upside,
A lot
absolutely.
of upside, man.
And it's looking like these upsets are gonna keep on happening, man. Because I don't know what happened this week. Some teams
What
just.
you mean? What you mean? What happened this week? It's gonna be one head team always gonna lose every week. You know, this week.
Yeah, they got to. Yeah.
This week it just happened to be the Bengals, and it's just like Vegas had y'all at a 10-point favorite to win that. Just didn't happen like that. Same with the Raiders. Big momentum win against my team. And then, you had Andy Dalton make y'all look like, what happened with that?
Andy Dalton was waiting for that call.
What happened with that, huh? What else was an upset this week? Who else lost? I mean, the Rams, that's a divisional
game, but
that's not really an upset. Everybody missing, nobody expected him to do that.
Yeah, I mean, they were both.
Jake Moody missing field goals, that's what I'm saying. These field goal attempts that these field goal kickers are missing, them are valuable points that's coming back to cost the team the game.
Yeah, you need every point you can
Every
get.
point matters.
Every point, every yard, everything matters in this league because clearly everything is coming down to a referee's.
So yeah, man. Shout out the Rams for the Rams came back and won, man.
Yeah, that was a high game. I'm pretty sure that was the game to be at. You were a Rams fan for sure.
But if you was the Niners on the Sundays, you was the Cowboys, the Bengals, anybody other team that lost, I know it sucks, man. But it's just like it's on to the next week.
On to the next week. I'd rather lose now than later on in the season.
Yep.
But it is what it is, man. So looking into week 4, man, we got some really good matchups. I'm looking to continue this win streak over here in my NFL league. I'm looking to bounce back over here in ESPN. But I'm not really sweating ESPN like that. Competition is what it is. But for these matchups, going into week 4, who do we got here? Let's see. So, Mr. Dak Prescott and the boys are going to be going up against the Giants. Week 4.
No, you looking at the matchups.
Yep. Just let these people know what's going on. Front and center, prime time. And it looks like we're going to be going to New York. We're going to be in New York, okay?
So are you guaranteeing the blowout?
I'm not going to guarantee a blowout because, the Dallas defense, man, they're just not looking like who they were. I mean, like, we get rid of Gilmore, and then it's just like we don't know what we were doing last year. So we're having trouble with the run. I don't think the Giants, are doing too much with Singletary, even though he kind of popped off, had 65 rush yards last week. I mean, we can contain that. We can keep him under 100, man. We got a shot.
Yeah, that's going to be an NFC
nice
fight, man. Nice divisional fight going down. And
then next off from there, we have, the 10 a.m. morning slot. We got the Bengals and the Panthers.
Ooh, say that again. Hey.
And the Panthers.
Trap game right here for the Bengals. Letting y'all know. I don't think the Bengals will go 0-4, but the way the storyline is, they go up against their old quarterback, Andy Dalton, and that would be a hell of a storyline. Andy Dalton go get the Panthers their second win and makes his previous team 0-4. So
the NFL loves scripts.
The NFL loves scripts like that. So just in the way Chuba is running the ball, man, for fantasy upside too. Like he put up a lot of points this week. So yeah, man, that's not no just easy game. So
yeah, I'm definitely looking for the Bengals. I mean, for the Panthers to hold on to the ball, time of possession. Jamar Chase was looking, like how he should be. That Chase Burrow connections, I'm loving that. Chase Brown for the Bengals is getting activated over there, but it can go either way.
It go either way, but I got the Panthers stunning them. That's the NFL like stories. It's all about stories, man. I got the Panthers, man.
And the Bengals are coming to Carolina, so that'll be something to watch for sure. Next, we got the Saints and the Falcons. I think that's the divisional matchup, right?
Oh yeah, that should be the Saints and the Falcons.
Falcons, they're coming off of a Sunday night stunner. Oh man, what can you say? What can you say? I didn't really tune into that game all the way, but I think Kirk Cousins is really doing what he should be doing right
Can we say Patrick Mahomes lucky again, man? It's interference. And
now. For real.
add up, Falcons, man. The Chiefs, man, every time, every week, man. Every week. And it's just the joke's on us for believing they were really going to lose. But hey, they're 3-0. Travis Kelce doesn't even have a touchdown yet. Hey, just find a way to win.
At 3-0, they
3-0.
They're looking for a running back. They signed Kareem Hunt again. Like, what's going on, man?
Man, what's going on, man?
But it's funny because I'm actually going up against Kirk Cousins this week, and I have Derek Carr in my starting position as of now. So I'm gonna see how I look into that and further in the week.
Who you got? Who you picked up?
I got Derek Carr going up against Kirk Cousins this week. I kind of like that matchup.
Okay, 2 old quarterbacks. Finna start it up.
Next, we got the Jaguars and the Texans going up against each other. I'm thinking CJ is looking, to bounce back. Turned the ball over a lot.
Yeah,
that game from what I saw. I love the connection that he was building with Diggs this game. Tank Dell, what you thinking about Tank Dell, man? What you thinking?
It's coming along. It's coming along. It's better than the week before he had -3 receiving yards. I mean, look, y'all, they're playing the Jags like as all the analysts was making fun of the Panthers 2 weeks ago. It actually may be the Jags that might be the worst team in the NFL. Like, they just let 5 different players score a touchdown in the game with the Buffalo Bills. So that may be a game where everybody you play the Jags. So it's just like they looking like the team to do. Like, hey, at halftime the game's over with. Like,
and that saved me, man. I appreciate you, Bills Mafia.
Like, yeah. So it's just like it's upside to that. Who did the Jags play again?
They're playing it up against the Texans.
Yeah, they're not gonna win. Like,
yeah, to take a step back real quick, I'm actually going up against Tyler Algier and Chris Olave. I'm expecting Chris Olave to continue to have some upside. He's coming off a nice performance last week, 20 points.
he's surging, y'all.
Tyler Algier, I'm not really worried about him. I got Justice Hill right there going up against Buffalo. So I kind of like that matchup right there.
I mean, he just signed a new deal, so they're gonna have to throw it to him. So it's just like,
who signed a new deal?
Justice Hill, he got extended. So
oh yeah, this right now, like mid-season.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like up to these matchups, Broncos and the Jets.
Yeah, what I tell y'all about Bo Nix, boy. And Bo Nix. Turned up on Baker Mayfield and them. Nobody wasn't expecting that.
It's about time. I mean,
yeah, 3 weeks in, man.
Yeah, 3 weeks in. You gotta start to figure it out.
19 points for Bo Nix. That's a good start. That's a good start, man. So it's just like it's upside. Sutton got off. He had about 13 points.
Okay.
It's upside over there, man. Yeah, like 2 rookies, him and Jaden Daniels coming along fairly. So yeah, kudos to them, man.
Yeah, you love this. You love to see it. So I'm actually going up against Breece Hall this week. Hopefully Denver can slow them down a little bit. Keep that momentum rolling. because that's a big win. Shutting down the Buccaneers like that, they were steamrolling for a couple weeks. But you know, anytime you face up a good defense that has a good game plan, and you know you're set, and you can stick to that game plan and don't switch up anything just because things start looking left. Stick to the script. But Breece Hall, they got him projected to have 17 points. I'm not sure how Denver is doing against the run right now, but you know they're one of the top defenses, you know, with fantasy points. So hopefully they can slow down Mr. Hall. I'm gonna get into. Have I named any teams in your matchups this weekend?
Unfortunately, I'm going up against Mr. Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
And everybody that is involved in fantasy
Nice.
knows that Saquon is starting off hot. Like,
Yeah, and he's going up against the Buccaneers this week too.
so I don't really know what Tampa. I think Tampa Bay, they're not on the good end of containing the run. So that's looking like a projected game for Saquon to get off. But I have Josh Jacobs right now, and hopefully he have a little divisional, you know, game against Minnesota, Green Bay. So you can never really count that out. Because I'm not really worried about David Singletary. I think Dallas, after giving up back-to-back weeks, especially in the run game, they're not going to go 3 weeks in a row where the Giants try to recuperate the same thing as the last two teams. So they'll be better prepared to stop the run. So I think I should be cool in the running matchup because I'm going up against Geno Smith, which is cool, but it's just like I have Joe Burrow. He's desperate for a win, so he's throwing it. Like he 0-3, so he's throwing it.
Hopefully he's not going to be too reckless with the ball.
He's not going to be too reckless. Even though they lost, he got me 29 points. So that won me the week. So a lot of quarterbacks didn't even put up that. Like, so yeah. Home alone, man. Home alone, man.
Yeah, Gino, he's definitely up there in pass yards. He's throwing that thing. Their offense is, you know, clicking. DK has been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
You love to see the consistency, you know, as a fantasy football manager.
Fireworks every week.
Every week,
man.
Next, we got the Vikings up against the Packers. Vikings up against the Packers. Sam Darnold, man, is rolling. You know, he slept on coming into the season. You know, you get your shot, man. You get your shot. You gotta run with that opportunity because Sam Darnold has been in the back.
Yes, you do.
He has been in the back of the mix.
He's just been whooping everybody, whooping up on everybody, man.
And you know, I'm loving it, man. Sam Darnold is throwing to my guy JJ. I stole him.
I got him too at ESPN, so it's just green all day, man. It's good over there, man.
Yeah, so I'm not looking for, you know, Green Bay to slow them down at all. You know, even though Green Bay's defense is looking pretty good. How many touchdowns? Green Bay has given up 7 touchdowns already. So, I mean, hey, the Vikings, man, they're rolling right now, man. I want to see them continue to keep it rolling.
They're 3-0. They're 3-0.
Packers.
But that one gonna be a fight though, a divisional game. That's for sure gonna be a fight. Cause that's gonna mean something later down the line. So
yeah, all these games, they're gonna mean they start to, you know, be more valuable as you get deeper into the season. You know, we're getting over this 5-week stretch. Some teams are gonna start going into their bye weeks, and you know that's when coaches start really diving into their playbook. Guys getting healthy, getting rested up. It's total deep. Oh, okay, here we go. Pass defense and rush defense right here. It does not look pretty good. The Seahawks and the Jets, they look hot. And the Saints, they've all allowed one passing touchdown. So keep that in the back of your radar. Then, okay, here's our rush defense right here. Dolphins giving that up. They gave up 5 runs. The Ravens are up here giving up 4 rushing touchdowns.
Hey man, we get it together. We're not perfect. We'll get it together though.
Cowboys, man, it's ugly. We've given up the most rushing touchdowns already this year. Followed by the Buccaneers at 6. The Dolphins at 5. I mentioned them already. Jaguars at 4.
Trash.
So really it's looking like, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Bills, the Giants, surprisingly.
So the Vikings right now,
the Eagles.
Where the
Vikings? The Vikings are up here. All those teams I just mentioned, they've only allowed 1 rushing touchdown. That's something good for you to know right there.
Mm-hmm.
Next we got the Patriots and the 49ers. That's our 1:00 game. Rams and the Bears, Steelers and the Colts, Commanders and the Cardinals, Browns and the Raiders, Titans, Dolphins, Monday night game, Seahawks, Lions. I'm looking forward to that one right there.
Seahawks.
Hopefully that Monday night game is not a rug pull, man, because
Seahawks are gonna win.
what has been looking like so far, man, it's been one-sided for these primetime games, man. So one-sided to where it's like you don't even want to watch.
Hey.
And when the games are one-sided like that, you kind of like get the feeling that, okay, something's a little bit weird here. These guys, they're not playing like how they played, what they showed us weeks ago. Like, we're kind of like figuring like, okay.
It's only week 3 though, so that's the thing. Everybody likes to. It's week 3. A lot of these people don't play preseason, so it's gonna take them 3 to 4 weeks to really hit their stride. Like none of the top stars are playing preseason, so it's just like everybody gotta take the time to get in rhythm. Quarterbacks, running backs, like it's about that stride, like, and it sucks because during those strides comes a stretch of injuries, like,
Right.
so
Can't avoid those injuries, man. You gotta, get to those waivers and see who you can acquire to keep your team rolling. It might be looking ugly for some of you guys, but just hold on. Do your homework, tune in, tap in to the waivers, see who is available that can help you. Now is the time to start offering some trades, seeing what type of value you have on your team. Snooping around your league. Hitting some guys up. Hey man, this is what I got available, and you know what I'm saying. Try to keep your team in the races.
because there's some of y'all that's, if y'all keep the same people y'all have right now, your team is going down the toilet. You got to make these moves right now.
You got to make these moves now. You got to rack up these points because, even if you haven't won a game yet, if you're putting together the right lineup and you're generating some type of points, that's gonna push you higher in your division for points. Because how many people are only able? It depends on how many people in your league. We're in a 14-team league, so it's only gonna be about 8 of us in playoffs, something like that.
Which is hard making that top 8.
Yeah. So speaking on rosters, man, we got our guy Donovan right now. Thanks for tuning in, man. He's asking, is it worth trading Neighbors for CD? He's 0-3. Malik Neighbors for CD Lamb.
I would. It's better quarterback play.
Better quarterback play there. Week to week, right?
I take Dak over Daniel Jones. Like I'm expecting Dak to have a way better season than Daniel Jones, and it's just like, yeah. In the situation they in, they gotta get over that. Everybody want to be 500. So see these touches, he's definitely gonna get the ball.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, they're Dak admitted to their chemistry not being, you know, where it should be at.
and that's only because of the whole contract training camp nonsense. You see why it's important to get deals done, because then you don't have to have these games where they gotta shake off the rust.
Right, but let us know who else you have in your lineup, man. Because you know, CD, you know, that might have to do a 2-player trade for that one. Because I mean, Neighbors, you know, I like what I saw last week, man. I think you try to find someone else to pair up with Neighbors to go after CD, because like he was just saying, you know, I'd rather have Dak Jones. I mean, I'd rather have Dak Prescott than Daniel Jones, man. Because like, I mean,
Daniel Jones.
Even though Dak be playing like Jones sometimes,
but if that was to trade trade Malik Neighbors for CD, I'll say that
I would decline that. I ain't gonna lie. I decline it.
I would decline that, but if he's dumb enough to make that trade, that's good for you. Like,
but yeah, you might have to throw in another guy with CD. I mean, with Neighbors to get CD. But who else is on your team, man? Let us know, man. We're gonna continue to dive into our matchups this week. Chiefs and Chargers go up against each other this week as well.
Who knows who's gonna win that?
Yeah, that one's guaranteed. Chiefs win right there. But Donovan says he has Gibbs, he has Tyreek, he has Brian Robinson, and Devontae Adams. So you're pretty stacked at receivers.
To get
Tyreek Hill, I know you're kind of like wondering what to do there. If you started him this past week, it was tough.
That's yeah. I mean, Tyreek don't have a legitimate quarterback throwing him the ball, so like all them 25 to 27 point games that we're used to seeing Tyreek go for, that is drastically. The glass is broken. Like he ain't got it's no what you could get. That's what you're gonna get from anybody on the Miami's offense right now, until it's better quarterback play. But other right now, I would just keep Tyreek on the bench. Like,
yeah, I mean, you do know. I mean, McDaniels, he's gonna try sneak in some rush attempts for him.
But if you really trying to win the week, depending on who you going up against, like if you going up against a St. Brown and you have Tyreek, I wouldn't start Tyreek against him, because it's just like Tua's not there, so it's just like
you can't really look for that rushing upside from receivers in an aspect like that.
And that's just Tyreek, and like everybody know with Waddle, his numbers are definitely like
it's not looking good if you're Miami Dolphins. You got those guys in your lineup. I wouldn't say trade them, but I mean, you could probably get some really great value for T Hill right now. But I mean, if you're willing to let him go,
hey, somebody
be my guess. But we got Jason here with a question here. Will you trade McBride and Sutton for Stevenson and Pittman? Jake Fergie is my backup tight end. Okay, Fergie should not be your backup. He should be your number one. McBride, I would, what I like to do, I would, run double tight end sometimes, because Ferguson is back from his injury. He looked really good with Dak, targeted him a lot. Do you trade McBride and Sutton for Stevenson and Pittman? Well, if you saw, Ramadre last week, I mean, he went up against a really good Jets defense, so I wouldn't really super panic. But 0.3, 2 points. I mean,
the only reason why I
don't want that.
The only reason why I wouldn't make that trade is because, looking from a rookie standpoint, we have yet to see a real passing game from Anthony Richardson. Like, not just here, I'm gonna dink it down and then it's just a 40-yard bomb, but like consistently, like, so it's just like until he could prove he could really like spread the ball around and get Michael Pittman involved and get other people involved, like, because the running game is there. Like Jonathan Taylor is eating in the offense, so you would think that would open up the Colts passing game. But right now, as of right now, 3 weeks in, I wouldn't make that. Like, it's no upside to that. Like, he gotta have for that to go, he gotta have a week where he throw for 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Like, and then you be like, okay, like he's getting in the rhythm. Like,
yeah. And then going back to Stevenson, man, he's fumbled every week so far, and this past week they might have pulled him because he only had 6 rushing attempts. So I mean, Stevenson, I mean, I'm staying away from him. Someone tried to bait me in on Stevenson last week, and I'm glad I didn't fall for it. And it's funny because I'm going up against Stevenson this week. But Michael Pittman, man, I mean, hey, all these mobile QBs, bro, you gotta just, hope.
That's the thing.
You gotta hope, man.
Not all of them. It's a lot of them with. Not all running QBs have throwing upside because they can't read defenses yet. Like what y'all seen last night is a rarity. Like he only runs when he has to, but Jaden Daniels could read defense. He's not just running around just to run around. Like
and I would say they really utilized the RPO really good. Like he looked really good running the RPO.
He looked the best so far for a rookie. Like Anthony Richardson has to we got to see that upside where okay, Michael Pittman actually involved like they utilizing him. Same for Caleb.
Caleb. I mean, he's
first off, they got a block for him.
He's progressing. Caleb's going up against who's he going up against this week? He's going up against the Rams. The Rams defense is they're trying to figure out their identity, but they're coming off of a field goal win against a banged up 49ers team. So I'm not gonna really give them super credit because they gave up 45 fantasy points to Jawan Jennings. So Caleb might be able to figure something out. He might be able to see something.
Okay.
This week, I'm still starting Caleb this week. If he didn't show up against Anthony Richardson, I said I was gonna bench him, and he did okay. So he's still in my lineup. I got Sam Darnold backed up, so I'll be all right there.
I'll start Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold against Green Bay, and we just said that
yes, sir.
Green Bay is allowing what? What is Green Bay allowing over here? Pass defense. We got y'all right here with the stats, man. Green Bay is allowing 5 touchdowns. They've allowed 5 passing touchdowns this year already. You might be right. You might have a good point on that one. What are the Rams allowing? Where the Rams at?
I'll be trying to tell them, man.
The Rams allowed 7 pass touchdowns already. Okay. That might be a good one right there. It might be okay to sit Caleb this week. It might be a good idea. I can see Sean McVay trying to keep the ball out of Caleb Williams' hands.
That's his phone right there. That's when you're going to start Caleb, you're going to start Donald.
Sam Darnold's questionable right now, too, so that's why I still got him like that.
You know what? I feel like Caleb made he has to have a good week. You know why? Because people in reality, Jaden Daniels has turned up the pressure.
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter. Vegas had his odds of him coming in. Caleb Williams, Rookie of the Year. Caleb Williams this. Now after the performance last night on prime time, the pressure is on. So people want to see. I was the number 2 pick that did that last night. So now we want to see upside from the number 1 prospect that went number 1 overall. So he may actually. I just thought about that. Like, you know how media like to control stories because they gonna make them like a rival, like nemesis, and then the NFC too. So it's just like
they love what's going on with this quarterback play right now. They're making the series, the rise of the black quarterback. You feel me? Like the quarterback position right now is like the most talked about position over over every position in the league right now, I would say. You know, just because of the mobility of the quarterbacks. You know, we're not seeing the traditional pocket quarterbacks, you know, shine anymore like that. I mean, unless you're throwing for like 400 yards.
Which a lot of people are not doing in the NFL.
Unless your name is Dak Prescott.
He threw for 3 something. See how you
might as well round that up right there, baby. You see, we number one passing yards, so you know I ain't worried about
the rushing though.
we ain't paying, you know, right there, man. We gonna figure it out.
Man,
figure it out,
man.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna get back into these matchups. What's your matchups looking like this week? Mine's looking pretty Cardinal heavy in the NFL league. Cardinals going up against Washington, so that's gonna be a good matchup for K1 and Jaden Daniels' big performance. So I'm looking for that one to be a shootout right there. Hopefully Washington's defense can figure out a way to slow down Mr. Maserati Norman in K1.
I'm going up against Christian Kirk. I ain't worried about that. So
should be good on that.
I got DK, then T. Higgins versus Nico Collins. Like I told y'all, the Bengals is 0-3, so he is about to get everybody involved right now. Nobody wants to start their season off 0-4. So I definitely expect T. Higgins to have a touchdown next game. That was his first game back. So they play the Panthers. That will be his second game back to make a statement win, get your first win. They got to take care of business.
Yeah.
So I'm tight ends matchup is I got Darnell Kitke, he got Travis Kelce.
Okay. I'm
just hoping that this won't be the week where these two just decide to freaking turn it on and throw it and that always will happen just because I'm going up against him this week. So hopefully Dalton Kitke could if he give me 15 points, that would be good because Travis Kelce ain't even giving people 10. But every week people are consistently starting him in lineups just off of fear.
Fear.
It's just fear. And I know it sucks. I know it's that's the most tricky thing because it's just dang, if Mahomes don't find Rashid Weiss, it's bang. But honestly, Kelce, they've been winning and he haven't even been really involved.
Then that's not necessarily bad.
The only thing that concerns me this week is Deontay Johnson. I feel I'm going up against Deontay Johnson. I have Tank Dell. Hopefully some waiver wire additions come through, and then my kicker is the Saints, so that's gonna be a divisional game. So ATL versus Atlanta, so it should be a lot of field goal kicks in that game.
That's gonna be a fun one right there.
So the ATL got Young Hoku.
Young Hoku. If you knocking them things down, man, shout out.
Young Ho. Every time he hit that Benny,
What league was that for?
That was for NFL, for ESPN.
Okay.
I'm going up against Jaden Daniels, so it's just
so my boy Donovan say, are you starting Kyler or Jaden this week? I'm gonna let you answer that.
Damn, I'm actually going up against.
They got K1 projected to have 20 fantasy points. I'm gonna just say that, and I'm going up against him myself.
I'm gonna take. Look. I'm gonna take Kyler only because if you think about them 2 touchdowns, the Washington Commanders, y'all giving Jamar Chase one-on-one matchups, and that's resulting into a touchdown 2 times in the end zone. If they gonna play Marvin Harrison the same way they played Jamar Chase last night, Kyler Murray is gonna throw at least 3 touchdowns. If they're going man to man the same way. So if that's the perspective, I'm gonna go to Kyler because if they gonna play Jamar Chase and let him get a man to man and not double him, Marvin Harrison will have 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. And we seen that, and we already seen that. So if the Commanders are going to play him man to man and give him single coverage, it's going to be a big day for Kyler Murray. Like, as you can see that last night, like, Jamar Chase's 2 touchdowns came off of, hey, I just beat the dude. Like,
Right.
So it's just like, that's why I would start Kyler Murray, because their defense did give up. Like, at the same time they lost, they still gave up a lot of points.
Yeah.
So it's just
And
like,
I would add that Kyler has been pretty consistent as well. You know, he just had that that inflated game against the Rams. He's completing on average 20 passes, 15 passes. He's completing on average. He's using his legs. He's had 5 rushing attempts each week already for over 50 yards, except for against the Lions, it's short of 5. No interceptions. He's fumbled the ball once. And I mean, he's looking pretty consistent. I mean, he threw an interception last week as well. He's not being sacked as much. I mean, the upside is there on Kyler. I mean,
I'll start Kyler though. That's just me. Because if they gonna give him them man-to-man looks, Marvin Harrison gonna be a highlight reel.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, you can't always expect what happened last week to continue into next week.
Well, one team is coming off a momentum win.
Mm-hmm.
One team is coming off of a loss, which is the Cardinals. So I'm pretty sure the Cardinals not trying to lose 2 in a row.
Right.
So they trying to actually go out here and execute their game plan. So they know the best way of them winning is getting Marvin Harrison the ball. That's what's translating W's. They just got to stick to what they know.
Yeah, because coming off that explosive game against the Rams, I don't know how Detroit was able to slow them down. I didn't tune into that game, but I mean, it's just unfortunate, man. You got to always prepare.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Detroit was prepared.
Dang, they got him projected at 21.
Cool.
And ESPN, Jaden Daniels.
What does the stats look like so far, so we can just let the people know?
Well,
since you got to pull it up.
Right now, he has two passing touchdowns on the season, and 3 rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
And surprisingly, that's no interceptions.
No interceptions.
Or fumbles.
Ooh, man. If Washington can make Kyler, make a mistake, that's the only.
So this is his 3 weeks in, y'all. This is Jaden Daniels' fantasy numbers that he put up. Week 1, he put up 28. Week 2, he put up 13 against the Giants. Week 3 came back and put up 28. So I don't know if it's up, down. So right now that's how it's looking. One week I'm up here, next week midline, week after that I'm back up here. So this is gonna be a big test.
Yeah, it's a big test right here.
This is a big test right here. So it's just like
So whoever defense decides to show up that day.
And that was a crazy thing. See, last night was the first game in 85 years where it was no interception, no fumble, and they did not punt. Neither team punted the ball.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they was converting on 3rd downs. Like, hey, that rarely happens. Like, the punters didn't even get loose for either team. Like,
sat it out.
So to answer your question, yeah, man.
Yeah, my week over here in ESPN, I'm going up against St. Brown and T. Higgins.
Ahmad.
So
and Drake London. Damn.
I mean, T. Higgins, like he was saying, has been heating up.
Desperation, they ain't trying to go on, folks.
I got Zay Flowers. They're playing the Buffalo prime time. So I mean, Zay Flowers.
Bro, you see, he's a security blanket. You see who he went to fucking get that first. No tight ends, y'all. Like, we can, hey, I know the Mark Andrews fantasy owners out there, like, win. It's basically just personnel, like.
It's the personnel, man.
Like they can't. Zay Flowers may become the bailout option because he's just so small, like.
And then even Rashad Bateman has been surprising me, like. They let Rashad Bateman get some highlights, man. Like, what are we doing?
Nice crispy route, man. Nice crispy.
But they got Zay Flowers projected to have a nice 14. I could definitely use that to help me up against St. Brown because like I'm not really scared of T. Higgins like that. And then he's got Olave. So I'm going up against Olave and St. Brown this week, and then Aaron Jones with a Kirk Cousins. So. I need a win this week. I'm projected to lose right now, 97 and 102. A-Chain, he's projected to have 17. He's got the Monday night showdown. So I'm not expecting Tajay Spears to get so much shine on a Monday night game. I'm thinking A-Chain pulls a hat trick. That would be fantastic. And then I got Freiermuth. He's been showing a lot of upside. The tight ends are absolutely heating up ever since Unk's performance on IG. He gave the tight ends a good old pep talk. So, hey man, I'm loving it, man. Especially Dallas Goedert, man. I appreciate you, man. Last week, 27 points. But ESPN, man. I'm looking like I should pull out the win. I'm only projected to lose right now because I don't have a defense in there yet. I put in a waiver claim for. Let me tell you boys right now. Who I'm trying to pick up in the waivers. I have the Chargers defense, man. I got to drop them. So I just dropped the Chargers defense and I dropped Gus Edwards.
Damn.
Had to.
Damn.
Right now, so Bucky Irving from.
I'm going up against him.
That's Bucky Irving, man. He's trending right now, man. He's hot. He's outperforming Rachaad White. Rachaad White was my guy last year, but right now it's the Bucky Irving show, and I'm putting in a trade for Justice Hill. Hopefully this guy bites on the Justice Hill new deal that he just signed, so I can acquire Bucky Irving. But it would be a tragedy if Bucky Irving doesn't perform after Justice Hill, if he puts that through. But we got Sebastian up here with a question. Should he trade Drake London, Tank Dell, and Jonathan Brooks, not familiar, for David Montgomery and Marvin Harrison, 12-man full PPR? Oof.
I mean, the two he wants, they're definitely getting involved with the game. So it's just like
that's a lot of value.
That is a lot of value, only because Montgomery really gets goal line touches. So it's just like whenever they can't punch that in with Gibbs, they go power back and they get that 3rd and 1, that 4th and 2. So Montgomery always got upside. Marvin Harrison, that's what I'm saying. If the Commanders play them like they played the Bengals, he will have 3 touchdowns on them.
Yeah, but since you're in a PPR, you're kind of like missing out on. You're gonna miss out on Drake London's receiving. Yeah. Montgomery doesn't really catch out the backfield.
Because I'm going up against Drake London. But at the same time, y'all, we gotta think this week. And the Saints got Marshawn Lattimore over there, so he gonna be on Drake London. So that's why everybody. It might be like a week for Mooney or a big Kyle Pitts day, but they best DBs definitely gonna be on Drake London. So y'all gotta think of it's the matchup too. It's a divisional game. You got So those be the games where the slot receivers get off because it's just attention to detail. They best DB is on Drake London. So
that's a tough one. 12 man. I mean. What is your what's your team looking like? You might be really, man. I mean, that's a reach. Trying to get those two guys. I don't really see anyone giving up Harrison right now.
Nah, if someone gives you Harrison, they're dumb. That's not.
Let us know what your squad's looking like, though, man. And if you guys are tuning in right now, could you leave a like? Leave a like, share the stream. Appreciate it.
But let me back to my ESPN league. Mm-hmm. So I'm going up against Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
Bucky Irvin. Ramondre Stevenson.
Not worried.
Drake London. Ahmad St. Brown. Mark Andrews. And then he has Rashid Rice in his flex. Hope, bro. That's why it's so
Damn.
And then he has the Dolphins defense, which I don't. know why, but like I think Tennessee could. I don't know, man. And then he has Zerline, but the only thing that scares me is the Rasheed Rice and his flex, because it's just like you don't know who's it gonna be week to week for Kansas City.
Right.
But I ain't really concerned about that because he got to go up against Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry. Your boy picked up Jordan Mason off waiver wires last week.
Yes, sir. Jordan Mason was a steal.
And then I picked up Jennings off the waiver wire, so of course I'm going to start him again this week.
Yes, sir.
And then
we told y'all boys about Jennings, man.
I'm waiting for some waiver wire additions to come in, cause I have Tyreek Hill, but it's just like that value is not helpful right now. So it's just like I gotta try to get somebody. Like hopefully I can sell somebody in this league, Tyreek right now.
Yeah, Tyreek is it's tough, man. I mean, you could get some really good value, but I mean later in the season. Might be tough. Might be a touch.
I'm trying to get this dude Tyreek for Mike Evans. Hopefully he falls for the bait.
If you add someone else on there, I think he falls for it.
Yeah, it's like he'll fall for it because I don't really need a Hunter Henry. But hey, Tyreek and the way the tight end production is like,
and then especially for the Patriots, it's like
they just played the Jets. They have a good defense.
Yeah, they have a great defense, but a great defense can expose a lot. Great defense can expose a lot. But who am I trying to pick up on the waivers for defense over here in ESPN? How do I find that? Recent activity.
Defense. You got Minnesota. That's a good.
Minnesota. They balling right now.
The Seahawks defense will slow down the Lions.
I think I am aiming for Green Bay's defense. I think so. I think I'll put that in.
Yeah, they're ranked number 2 on ESPN.
Oh, here we go. Penny moves. Why am I trying to have the Rams defense? I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you do.
So, but I'll tell you guys my waiver pickups I'm trying to acquire. I'm trying to get Braylon Allen from
the Jets.
And I got Kareem Hunt, man. Just in case. Kareem Hunt. Because I got Eckler. He's down right now for me, so I need some more running back depth. A-Chain kind of scared me with that performance. And then Justice Hill, I need a little bit more breathing room. But my defense, let me go ahead and put this in right now for Green Bay. Hopefully Green Bay can keep up this momentum. Why did I go Rams? Why the fuck did I go Rams? I'm trying to figure out why did I think of that. For Caleb,
For who?
They going up against Caleb this week. Maybe that's why I tried to try that, but I'm not feeling that anymore.
It's just the way it's because they're looking the way Caleb throwing these picks.
Yeah.
That's why the numbers are so high because takeaways.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just interceptions. That's what it be, man. Interceptions. But if you have a better quarterback than Caleb, I would start them over Caleb. But if Caleb's your only option, then y'all just gotta live with the results. Like if you have Caleb and Geno Smith is sitting on the waiver wire, and the way DK's been getting off, like I'll probably start Geno Smith. Like
Yeah, Geno they're going crazy right now, man. Let me, matter of fact, while we're talking about, let me pull up these passing yards leaders. QBs. Let's see.
Quarterback time.
Let's see. I did screenshot it.
Yeah, Geno's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I did not have it pulled up. But I don't have it put up, but let's talk about these rushing leaders after week 3. We got Saquon, Jordan Mason, J.K. Dobbins, Kamara, and then Henry, followed by Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Lamar Jackson, Montgomery, and then Aaron Jones is up there.
That's not a surprise to us.
And everyone is well above 200 rushing yards. Well above.
That's why for a Derrick Henry upside, y'all, Derrick got a touchdown in every game this season. I think Saquon does too.
Yeah,
Yeah, like both of them are like, yeah, man. Those two running backs right there, they damn near matched each other last week. One put up like 140 something, the other one put up $151. That's what happens when you run the ball, you know.
That's facts.
When you run the
I
ball.
don't think these are updated.
Here I got
This is 6 days ago.
here's right here.
Okay, so I got it. So next we got receivers. Oh my goodness, after that breakout game, Juwan Jennings 175, Dallas Goedert 170. I love that right there. Deontay Johnson 122, Jamar Chase 118, Roman Dunze 112, Rashid Rice 110, Metcalf 100, McLaren 100, K-Met 97, and then Trey Tucker from the Raiders 96. So where are our guys at, man? I mean, those are the most receiving yards. Those are some, targets that these QBs are liking. And we got the most passing yards after week 3. We got my guy up there at 379, Dak. Caleb Williams is up there with 363. Joe Burrow with 324. Andy Dalton with a statement game at 319.
Red Rifle, baby, Red Rifle.
Jalen Hurts up there with 311, but he's being reckless. He cracks top 5. Brock Purdy, 292.
Taking shots.
I don't know what happened. Brock Purdy, he was leading, and then, comes out here to LA, stunk it up. Gino, 289. A-Rod, 280. Josh Allen, 260. And then Will Levis snuck in there with 260 as well. So those are your top 10 after week 3.
Access denied.
And then we just went through running backs, but they have in Charbonnet as well as Chuba Hubbard. And then Kyron Williams in there as well. So look out for that, man. Look out for that. And then this guy, they're even giving us the worst quarterback, receiver, running back trios over here. Shout out to SOG Football on Instagram. They're saying that the Carolina Panthers are the worst trios, but after that performance the other day,
Awkward.
Yeah, I don't think they belong up there at number 1. Denver, Knicks, he's trying to figure it out, but yeah, I can say they can be in there. New England, they definitely belong in there. The New York Giants, I'm not really agreeing with that. They getting it together. They looked really good. Cleveland Browns, I guess you can throw them in there, top 5 worst trio. But Amari Cooper, 27-point game. I'll take that shit. The Raiders, Minshew might just have that one good game.
Oh, only against my team, huh?
Might just have that one good game, man. You can't go out to the Panthers like that. They had a quarterback switch up. You should be able to figure it out. Maybe because they didn't have any film on Mr. Dalton.
Man, can't be losing.
No excuse.
Man. No excuse, man.
But those are the trios you want to look out for.
Trios, but to follow up, week 3's top scorers across the board. First, we got Juwan Jennings, number one, fantasy, 45.6 as king. He took home. Right behind him, Saquon Barkley, 33.6. Right behind him, Kyron Williams, 31.6. Behind Kyron Williams is King Derrick Henry, 30.4. Dak Prescott, 29.9. Rasheed Rice, 29.1. Malik Neighbors, 28.2. Chuba Hubbard, 27.9. Mr. Cooper, Amari Cooper, 27.6. And Dallas Goedert with a straight out 27 points. Those were the leading fantasy players for week 3. And it's crazy to say, everybody down there had over 25 apiece.
That's crazy.
So it's just like,
if you have those guys in your starting lineup, man, salute to you, man.
yeah, man.
Salute to you.
Yes, sir.
I just want to take a quick pause, man. Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces, man, advancing past the Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm's looking really good this year, but, you know, after Skylar Diggins, you know, push CC like that, you know, I don't think they was kind of calm on their side after that.
So the A's won.
The Aces advanced to the semifinals over the Seattle Storm. Shout out Vegas. Shout out Vegas, man.
Did the Liberty win or what?
Let's see.
What's Sabrina do?
The Liberty, I'm not seeing the Liberty. Oh my God.
36.
Sabrina dropped 36 today. It sounds like they won. Never seen this before in the playoffs. Oh my goodness. A career high for Miss Sabrina. Oh my goodness, 36. She must have been. She knocked down 5 threes.
What?
So that tells me that they want to see, you know, Sabrina and CC. So I mean, hey, I'm looking forward to that. WNBA, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to women's sports. Let's get back into the fantasy football, man, because it is football season. But my guy K Blog says he has David Montgomery, Calvin Ridley, and Brian Robinson. He wants to trade them for Kyron and AJ Brown. Okay, I like Calvin Ridley.
You really think somebody gonna give up AJ Brown right now?
I mean, AJ Brown's hurt.
But they're still gonna.
I mean, are you really holding out for a guy to come back on your?
If you had AJ
bench?
Brown right now, you would trade him.
I mean, no.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, actually, it depends on how I'm doing. Like, if I actually need,
like, what are you wanting? If you 1-2 right now, and you have AJ Brown, and
he's hurt.
He's hurt. Are you trading him? You're not 2-0. You 1-2. Because this is probably the scenario. I don't know if he's in, but like he could be 2-0. But right now, you either
what's your record, man? You gotta give us more.
You either 3-0, like 2-1,
2-1,
or 1-2.
Right.
Like,
so where you at, man? We need to know where you at because I ain't gonna lie, man. I traded Saquon last year. He got hurt. The motherfucker came back and did what he had to do. And I regretted it. I regret it because I got smoked in my Yahoo League last year, man. I had to cough up a lot of money in that league. I was not happy.
Man, that's funny, man. But yeah, it just depends, like, where's your record stand at? Like, if you 1-2, then it's just like, you hoping he come back within the next 2 weeks.
Right. But with AJ Brown's timeline, I'm not really familiar with his timeline, but I mean, Calvin Ridley, that's the only upside on the Jaguars right now. They just look really bad. Brian Robinson is another good value.
Yeah, it depends.
And Monty,
you just have to deal with the inconsistency play of Trevor Lawrence. You don't know which Trevor Lawrence is going to come and play.
If I don't have running backs, I accept this trade right here. I mean, Brian Robinson, he's getting a lot more carries. Eckler just went down. I mean,
that's if he.
I would
may play. Eckler may play this week, like.
Yeah, but injuries, man. I don't like to wait until game time to know. Okay, my guy's going. I want to see them, progressing through practice through the week.
So who else you whistling at on the waiver wire this week?
I think it's just Braylon Allen for me right now.
If y'all got Bucky Irvin
and Bucky Irvin.
If he's available, y'all need to pick him up. They already put out. The coach already stated that he will be getting more involved within the offense. So that's coming from the head coach. So Bucky Irvin have outperformed Rasheed White.
Mm-hmm.
So now, he will be getting more touches. So if y'all can go ahead and scoop up Bucky, go ahead and do that.
I also have my eye on McCaffrey's little brother.
Oh yeah.
He went 3 for 3 last night, 44 yards. I know there was a prop for him to have under 12 receiving yards for his longest catch, and I think he broke that on his first reception. He gave you a cool 7 points, but I love the upside with Daniels looking his way, 3 for 3. He's probably looking at that like, okay, I got a guy I can throw to who's going to be consistent with catching.
But y'all gotta realize some of these, the reason why it's waiver wire.
He has no drops this year so far as well.
I said, some of these people that we're acquiring are short term. They're short term because it's due to injury or you're replacing. So you don't just pick up, I'm gonna just keep him on further, like. Cause it's like Jawan Jennings. Just take that for an example.
He's still available on my ESPN.
As long as Kittle and Debo are questionable going into the next game, and if they don't play after a game where he just had 175 yards and 3 touchdowns, I'm pretty sure Shanahan is definitely going to get him involved now after his breakout performance. So if Debo don't play, then you already could expect the same type of target shit. I mean, he out-targeted Ayuk at this point, so it's just like expect the same thing. Like, and then Cam Akers too. That's a short-term waiver wire pickup. Like nobody really knows the health, the injury status of Joe Mixon. But as long as Joe Mixon is not playing, then Cam Akers is getting the touches right there. So
yeah, even Calvin Austin from the Steelers, he had a pretty big breakout game, 19 fantasy points, went 4 for 5 on receptions, targeting 100 yards and a touchdown. I think you keep your eyes on him.
And then another one, this is a gem. Like if he available, y'all stash him because like Mike Williams for the Jets, like Aaron Rodgers, outside of Garrett Wilson, when he's throwing them deep shots, he's really going to like Mike Williams. I mean, Alan Lazard, like he's short term, but like he saw 3 receptions last week. That's not what you.
Who?
Lazard. I mean, 3 targets. I mean,
he had a touchdown too.
Yeah, he had a touchdown with that, but like they were playing the Patriots though.
Yeah.
So you gotta take that in mind, but like.
I mean, he kind of did what the Bills did. He was spreading that thing around. I mean, I'm hoping for Aaron Rodgers to continue to play like that. I mean, if you got guys, you got some targets around you. Mike Williams, he's very valuable. Alan Lazard, they already got that connection because they played together. But I mean, A-Rod, he's got some targets around him. I mean, you want to have guys that's in a system to where they are going to be.
Because Mike Williams gonna have a touchdown soon though.
Sooner than later, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the quarterbacks, they are looking for who they can trust to continue to get the drive going. If you cannot keep your drive going, you're gonna lose time of possession. You're gonna give the other team back the ball. They could have the lead, and that's when you start trailing. You gotta get those first downs. You gotta get those. You gotta move the stakes, baby.
So what about for a person that just came off of a upside game? Is Jalen Tolbert. Wait, if he's available on the waiver wire, would you advise anybody to pick him up? Not say for as a starter, but to slide in as a flex option.
Well, Jalen Tolbert, he is available.
Because outside of CD,
he's not really rostered. 6% rostered.
What did he put up last week?
I mean, he had a breakout game. He's coming off of 2 consistent games, 13.
And that was with Jake Ferguson on the field. So
I mean, Tolbert,
he's looking like
another
the
guy.
third option.
He's another option in Dallas. I mean,
he's better than Brandon Cooks at this point.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of too early to say, but Dak is still trying to get that connection with CeeDee Lamb going. But I mean, Dak he's gonna throw that ball. So I mean, Tolbert he fits into the scheme of being a backup guy.
He's probably available.
I'm not starting Tolbert, but I'm looking.
What about Tutu?
Tutu, I mean,
he's available.
He's been there already.
If you don't have Tutu or Demarcus Robinson, like those people are definitely waiver wire short term waiver wire additions until Puka come back or Cup come back. You gonna hear those two names the most, and Tyler Johnson.
Right.
So it's just like it just depends. Like it may be. I forgot his name for the Rams.
Who Robinson?
It may be Robinson's day. It's all due to personnel, but those are going to be the three people he's throwing the ball to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like if you could pick up Demarcus Robinson, you could put him in the flex, like because you never know. Like Matt Stafford, we seen him come back last week. He was throwing to who he needed to throw to put them in field goal range to win the game. That big play by Tutu did that. So
yeah, it was a phenomenal game for the Rams. But Adrian, what's up, man? We got time. You let us know, man. Just throw your thoughts in the comments, and then we're gonna pick it up when we see it. Appreciate you tuning in. Leave a like and subscribe. Share the stream. Appreciate it.
But I can say now, after watching 3 Kansas City games, Rashee Rice is the number one over there.
Absolutely, we already.
So I was
doing it already.
But a lot of people don't. That's the thing. A lot of people don't know that.
They didn't believe it.
They don't know that. Like so, Rashee Rice is the number one target. He's the number one wide receiver over there. Okay, that's the true number one for Patrick Mahomes. After 3 weeks in.
Okay.
Like I don't know everybody in America, including Stevie Wonder, is waiting for the connection in Mahomes to pick back up because it's not there, but they're winning. But at the same time, I know everybody that's a Travis Kelce owner would like to see him in the end zone going into week 4. That's
especially against the Chargers. Yeah, we should be able to see
3 weeks, Travis, no touchdown. I know some of y'all are actually losing your weeks because you're starting Travis Kelce. Like, don't make that mistake. Like,
yeah, I mean, too, you just can't be stubborn, bro.
Like, just find the tight end that's more involved in that offense than Travis Kelce, because there's a lot of tight ends that's doing more than just 7 points.
Yeah, I mean, just because you like a guy, man, you
got Tyler Conklin out there, you got Jajeski, all of these.
You can't hope, man. You gotta go where the production is being.
Cole Kmet had a big day, 20 points.
Kmet, yes. Kmet, I mean, the tight ends, man, we already.
Zach Ertz last night. Zach Ertz, yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. So it's just like
Shannon Sharp must have, got him. Hit up the tight end committee, the tight ends, they've been turning up this past week. But Adrian, man, let's see. He's in an 8-man PPR league, okay?
Oh, he got options already. He's an 8-man.
There's some pretty stacked teams, okay?
I already know.
But okay, he has A-Chain, he has Gibbs, Kyron, and Mason. Great running backs. Okay, he should be okay there. He has CeeDee Lamb. He lost Cooper Kupp to injury. That's okay. Possibly for the whole year. His injury is up in the air, and he traded Jameer and Shaheed for Jamar Chase.
So what's his wide receiver depth? Because he got a lot of running backs.
You need to know your receiver depth, man. But
I only heard
he gave up Shaheed. He gave up Shaheed for Jamar Chase. I mean, that was a good move. That was a smart move right there, man. Shaheed, sell high. Clap back for that one. Sell high, baby. We always sell high. Sell high. I love that one. I love that one.
I mean,
I love that. You should be okay. You got running back depth.
what did Jamar even finish with last night?
Jamar, if you watched the game last night, you're happy. You're happy to acquire.
But
Jamar.
y'all see, he had his best game when T. Higgins is on the field.
Right.
So that just like, as long as T. Higgins on the field, the Jamar's that's gonna come because he ain't the point of emphasis.
Right.
So it's just like gotta pick your poison.
Yeah, Adrian, man, you should be all right, man. What place are you, man? 8 man, that's tough. But we got Chandler over here with a question: should he pick up Carson Steele or let someone else deal with the headache? Someone has Perrine and Hunt will be activated this week, so just not sure if KC.
But just because
to have also start Carr or Purdy. You start Derek Carr this week. Purdy, they got to figure it out.
Okay, what I can say from the Steele, because I have him, he had 17 touches. He had 17 touches, and he had 17 touches for 72 yards. So if he gets a touch,
better than average.
And that was like as like he's actually getting workload. Mm-hmm. Like I still feel like as right now he's still like RB1 right now, and then knowing Andy Reid, he brought probably Kareem Hunt to use more as an exclusive back.
Right.
To put it in a passing game, to run around bubble screens, like for that sort. Mm-hmm. But if we're talking about getting like goal line touches, like there's gonna be Carson Steele getting red zone.
Steele show.
Yeah, like because it's just like if it's like 2nd and goal, I don't expect Samaje Perine to be in there unless it's like a RPO and it's quick. But I expect Carson Steele to get goal line touches.
Who's Perine playing with the Broncos, right?
Kansas City.
Oh, for real? They picked up Perine?
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. But they're using him in the passing element. That's what I'm saying. Like, he has more receiving.
I'm not looking for Mahomes to, throw a lot of checkdowns for one. 2, I think, Kareem Hunt. I mean, yeah, you go get him right away, but you don't force him into your lineup right away. Keep Carson Steele in that lineup. And then Kareem Hunt is gonna be activated.
This is a stat right here. It said that Carson Steele got 19 combined carries and targets compared to 10 for Samaje Perine, who finished with 40 yards from scrimmage. Steele had 2 carries from the 5-yard line on the first drive of the third quarter, but failed to convert. So you gotta think about that, like. Every time they're in the red zone, they're letting he's at least getting an opportunity for a rushing touchdown.
Okay.
So the 2 trips they did, I don't know how many times they got in the red zone, but 2 trips they were in the red zone, he got opportunities to punch it in.
So I'm confused. Do you have Perine?
I only have Jameson Williams.
Adrian, if you only have Jameson Williams, man, you're good, man.
That's the wide receiver.
I mean, you want to get rid of. You got to get rid of him, bro.
Yeah.
You get rid of. You trade Williams. I mean, he's
not even trading him. Nobody wants. Who's gonna take Jameson Williams?
Yeah, he only put out like one.
Like,
he tries it right. He likes 3 running backs. I love the strategy. 2 receivers, so losing Cup really fucked him up. And since he drafted a lot of these top running backs, the rest of his draft picks were just the cups for them. So it was hard getting depth. He trusted Cooper Kupp. I mean, yeah, man, you trust Cooper Kupp.
I mean, look, right now, I could say if you have Cordell Patterson, you can pick him up because right now Najee Harris is in a sling. For his arm right now, so
how's he been doing this year? I totally forgot about Patterson.
So like he's definitely gonna see some targets coming this week because I don't think Najee Harris is gonna play like if he's walking around in a sling. Like they're definitely not just gonna put him out there to make any situation worse.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
So,
a waiver wire pickup right there.
Cordell Patterson could be. And last week he had 5 touches for 7 points, which results in 33 yards. But he had 5 targets receiving. So.
Oh, he is available over here.
So it's just like if y'all are short on, if y'all at the end of the stick and really need a running back, I don't think Najee Harris will be playing. And Cordell Patterson is an option.
Yes, sir, man. See, that's where you tune into the Fantasy Twins pod, man. We gonna let y'all
Yeah,
know.
it says the Steelers. Coach Mike Tomlin said Tula Harris apparently right arm injury isn't a concern, and the running back is expected to be available. Like, so he's questionable right now, but he's questionable. So
yeah, if he's questionable, you know, in the middle of the week like that, yeah, you go ahead and you gotta move on.
And Jalen Warren is questionable. That's why, yeah.
Oh yeah, it might be the Cordell
So
Patterson show.
Jalen Warren's questionable with a knee, and
he might be back.
So yeah, so it's just like it sounds like
what team is this for again?
the Steelers. It sounds like Cordell's going to get touches either way because they don't think both of them are going to play going into this game.
And
so,
you know, I think they want to protect their 3-0. They want to protect the record. So I mean,
if Jalen Warren don't play, Cordell gonna get touches. He gonna split that with Najee. If Najee don't play, then Cordell's gonna split touches with Warren. So either way, it's like you might as well go pick up Cordell Patterson only if you need a running back.
Yeah, the upside is there, man. I think the Steelers, they protect their record against the Colts this week. Anthony Richardson, he's still got to show up. Okay, Adrian, do you think Jacoby Myers is a good option to pick up since they're kind of shaky and might switch quarterbacks back to O'Connell? O'Connell always favored Myers over Devontae or keep Jameson. I think you get rid of Jameson. What's his name? Jared Goff. What's going on? I mean, St. Brown is the guy over there. Williams, I mean, he came out with a statement. He said, you know, he wants to do such and such for the year, but I mean, you still gotta be in the scheme. You gotta be, you know, in the right packages to, you know, do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, you know, Dan Campbell, he's gonna do what he's gotta do to win. He doesn't care about individuals.
If that's the case, then he could go on the end and. Oh no, a lot of people. D Hop is actually available.
D Hop is available, yeah.
And he just put up 20 some points.
I'm not like super confident on Levis though. I mean,
he's not. But if you have to slide him in as a last minute flex,
you will be losing. You will be losing if you're rocking with him, man.
Yeah, him. So last week Hopkins had 7 targets, 6 receptions for 73 yards and a touchdown, which resulted to 19 points. And they played a Green Bay defense, which is a better defense than Miami's defense. So it's just like, I gotta take that. Like, he did that against Green Bay defense, and right now Green Bay defense is apparently ranked number 2.
Yeah, Green Bay, they up there right now.
So D Hop just put up 73 yards and a touchdown off 7 targets and 19 points. So it's just like, hey, like the Dolphins they at the weakest point right now. So everybody trying to take a jab out.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, shit. When your superpower is no longer, you attack. But you buy low, Adrian. You absolutely buy low with everything you do. What are our top trade targets after week 3? Well, clearly it's still Jawan Jennings because he's in waivers in my league still. I just like his point with Cordell Patterson, absolute fucking unit. 2 seasons ago, whatever.
I mean, waiver wires, quarterbacks. I don't know if you want 10-man,
Sam Darnold,
14-man. Sam Darnold is available. The Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. I know a lot of people, but he is available on waiver wires. Justin Fields shouldn't be available, but I don't know. In some people's leagues, you know, he may be available. And then, of course, you got Jaceki. That's a tight end. That's the tight end that's available.
Bucky Irving, we already mentioned. Braylon Allen, Jets mentioned.
And then Cole Kmet.
Yes, sir.
But then, it's this Hawaiian. The Hawaiian kid on the Bengals. I can't pronounce his name.
Alan Lazard out there.
But yeah, y'all should pick him up. Andre, I don't even can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, back to your point on Jacoby Myers, bro. I mean, 17 targets, 14 receptions, 152 yards. I mean, that's okay. 1 tub, that's okay. But I'm reading this Yahoo article. I mean, he's a good player in real life to remain so widely available. He's coming off of a useful stat line, but he did most of his damage in the fourth quarter game that was hopeless. So, I mean, they had to, air it out because, they were trailing.
What?
Jacoby Myers, the Raiders. I mean, I'm not. If he's available, man, if you need him, I mean.
Oh, yeah, so basically.
I like those stats.
Back to the update. So, Cordell Patterson most likely probably isn't going to play because Jaleel Warren has to get an MRI, and that's supposed to be later on this week. So you will probably know about that tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's a short-term stash right there. If his MRI comes back negative and he's going to be out a couple weeks, Cordell Patterson's definitely going to be getting some workload to split touches with Najee Harris. So.
Yeah, you guys gotta make sure you stay up to date on these injuries. I want to shout out this IG Meds Spired on IG. He does a really good job of going over the weekly injuries, showing you what exactly happened in game. I don't know how he gets these highlights, but it's pretty good work.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams concussion, he's out this week.
Devontae Smith, you mean?
Yeah, Devontae Smith. McBride might be out. Someone was mentioning McBride. He might be out this week. Herbert's out. A lot of guys are out this week.
Justin should have never really played that. I don't know why he thought.
I think Tank Dell might be out as well. Ribs. No. Tank Dell, man. Damn, even the Dolphins quarterback is out. Adam Thielen's still out. Dolphins not looking good.
Adam Thielen actually on IR.
Yeah, that's not good. Chargers defense,
But
Bosa's out.
If Xavier Legette is a waiver wire pickup too.
Myles Garrett, Browns defense is out. Sam Laporta's out. So you gotta find some tight ends this week. Amari Cooper's out. Well, he has a hip pointer.
Everybody's just questionable. They're not. Like when they out, they said it's doubtful.
I mean, if they have any type of injuries, man, I am not looking to have them in my lineup. I'm looking for some healthy guys and some great offenses to produce. If they're banged up, man, you're not gonna get a 100-yard game. You're gonna get some first downs out of the guys. You're not gonna get nothing explosive. You need explosive plays for points to make you climb the ladder in your fantasy divisions, because it doesn't matter about your record, because last year I made it to the playoffs, break even, like 8-8 or how many weeks it is, break even into the playoffs to the semifinals, and I lost. So if you can find the guys that are going to produce for you, you are going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It's only week 4 right now. You got to have an identity for your team. My guy Adrian understands that Cooper Kupp is down, so he's making some great value trades right now.
I got Cooper Kupp too, but I'm still winning the week. Picked up Juwan Jennings.
See,
like you
you
gotta
adapt it. You gotta adapt.
slide on that quick, man.
You gotta be quick. So I mean, hopefully you guys were able to pick up on some of these waiver claims that we discussed right now. We discussed a lot of running backs. Hope you guys are able to get them in, get those defenses together. Receivers, not too many people down at receiver. Started
not too many people down, but look, what's going on with these kickers, man?
Yeah, these kickers, man.
Come on, hey, if you don't have a kicker that could give you 10, hey, you gotta get a kicker, man. You gotta get a kicker because it's not looking good, man.
I'm gonna give you guys a kicker that I just found out about, if I can remember. I have Jake Elliott, right? Now at one point, I mean, I can't have that, man. I'm liking Minnesota's kicker. He's a young guy, Will Richard from Minnesota. He just put up 12 points last week, went 2 for 2, and 4 extra points and made. And he's been pretty consistent the past back-to-back weeks. So going up against Green Bay this week, like I mentioned, Green Bay's defense is looking really good. So if they can slow down Sam Darnold somehow, I want to see the kicker, putting that through the uprights.
Yeah. So the rankings for kicker, obviously Brandon Aubrey is ranked #1 kicker. Behind him is Farburn, the dude from the Texans, and it's crazy. The Texans actually do attempt a lot of field goals.
They do?
Yeah. Like, their kicker's ranked now. He's averaging 12.7 points. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot for a kicker. So it's just like, so right now he's attempted 8 field goals this season, has hit 7, and has already had 38 points.
Okay.
So, like, last game was, so the first 2 weeks he had 17 points, then turned that back around with a 20-point game, and he didn't really do anything against Minnesota. So, and then Bucker, the Chiefs, with all these close games they have, it's always good to have him because
they always relying on that.
They always relying on him, like. But yeah, you need you a good kicker, man.
Since we're on kickers, man, let's get into the Prize Picks projections, baby. And as soon as I open it up to the field goals made, man, I see my guy Brandon Aubrey over 2, and my guy I just mentioned for Minnesota over 2. I think those might be 2 free hits right there. 1.5 field goals made. You're gonna need 2. I believe that Green Bay forces some field goals from Sam Darnold this week. Some 3-and-outs. Those 2 kickers I am riding high on. I don't care about anyone else. Now, pass touchdowns. Dak has been pretty consistent with me. He was able to secure me my 2 like I thought he would, but our defense was just not there. So I think Dak is a lock for 2 touchdowns. He usually shreds the Giants, but I think the Giants try to hold on to the ball like how the Ravens did to us, keep that time of possession in their hands, and then they can probably slow us down a little bit. But I might even like 3 touchdowns from Dak this game because he's fired up right now. Sam Darnold, I'll take that Goblin for 1 touchdown. She should be able to do it, but I'd rather take the kicker.
Justin Jefferson, bro. That's the only way they win, y'all. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, I'll take the kicker though. Apparently, we're seeing Jordan Love come back this week. We got him on the board here, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Love, that's high alert right there. Had no idea.
I would not take that.
I'm not taking that. I will fade that absolutely.
No, we're not taking that.
So right now, y'all love Dak. Maybe 3.
Right.
Yep.
So you know what he's saying, y'all. He's saying that Thursday night The Cowboys
This Thursday.
is gonna go down there
MetLife.
in MetLife and beat up on the Giants. Just remember that. And
They're like neighbors to get a touchdown. I'm not against it. He scored every game so far except for Minnesota. Our defense is really struggling. I wouldn't see him, not being in the end zone Thursday. CeeDee Lamb is a bit of a gamble for a touchdown for me.
he would get in the end zone.
81 receiver.
He just had them real birds, we strapped that boy up. That's why Tolbert. That's why he was. Yeah, y'all see that? Got to make it hard for CD. He good, man. We can't give him no one-on-one matchups.
Okay, they got Zeke's rush yards here at 27.5. I'm not sure what the heck happened against Baltimore. Only 6 rush yards. That's not why we re-signed you, my boy. We need at least 50.
Don't take that bet.
I'm not. Yeah, that's a day right there.
Don't take that bet.
Daniel Jones for 200 yards. I think
he's not throwing for 200.
Yeah, I don't think he does that. But I mean,
he's not throwing for 200 on the Cowboys.
He's coming off of a 236.
I don't get. Yeah.
With Myles Garrett out for him.
And the Cowboys is not gonna lose 3 in a row.
Yeah, Daniel Jones 200. It's a popular bet. Fade. Singletary. He blew me. He blew my slip last week for under 55. He was able to secure 60.
If y'all let him get off this week, y'all really.
I mean, the way that our defense is looking right now.
The first 2 I can see by John and Derek, but Singletary, y'all can't let that happen.
Yeah, Singletary for a 60 piece. I mean, I'm not against it, but I mean, I don't want to get into that one. But we got Neighbors and Wendell Robinson for at least over 30 yards.
Yeah, one of them DBs gonna get burnt.
Yeah, I can see us giving up a big play to Neighbors. Wendell Robinson is
gonna be Diggs.
Someone's gonna be open, man.
It's gonna be Diggs.
One of those guys are gonna get open. We're gonna get beat for a big play. So I mean, shoot,
take that bet.
Take that one.
Yeah.
They got Aaron Rodgers for 200 pass yards.
Who do they play?
And they are playing Denver. Denver's defense is turned up right now.
Hey,
Aaron
that's what I'm
Rodgers
saying. Mike Williams, because Pat Surtain gonna be on Garrett Wilson. Y'all just remember that. Pat Surtain will be, so that might be an Alan Lazard type of day.
Yeah.
Pat Surtain gonna be on Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Just look what Pat Surtain just did to Mike Evans this week. If y'all have Mike Evans, that's the reason why. He had an elite defensive back on him, so just think about that. This matchups is key, man.
Yeah, I like Sam Darnold touchdown. But let's get into the fantasy scores that they have projected on Prize Picks. We got Dak sitting over here at a 19, Daniel Jones at a 15.5, CeeDee Lamb 17.5, Neighbors 16, Devin Singletary 13.
He's not getting 13.
Yeah, I would fade.
He's not getting 13. Nah, that's a touchdown at least.
Yeah. Jake Ferguson 10.5.
He get a touchdown.
Yeah, he's coming off with 15. Yeah, man.
Who else?
Tolbert 6.5, and then our kicker 9.5. So that's the fantasy for Thursday. I mean, it's looking Cowboys heavy on the upside, and then Neighbors. I mean, hey,
you ready for that Thursday? You locked in?
I'm locked in for that one, man. I'm definitely gonna be out tuned in because I don't have Amazon. Gotta go out to the bar or somewhere. I'm not a big fan of Amazon. Receptions. They want to see Malik Neighbors and CeeDee Lamb go at it in receptions at 7 apiece.
Yes.
Who do I think comes out on top with that? Neighbors.
CD.
I think Neighbors comes out on top with the receptions because they're clicking right now. I mean, you don't force feed something that's not working. I mean, like
you realize that CD played the Ravens last week.
He played the Ravens
last week. He's going to go off against y'all. Always beat the dog shit out of the Giants. It's just numbers don't lie, bro.
Numbers don't lie, but I'm looking at what's going on right now. When I saw this man Malik Neighbors catch in the end zone, I was like, it was wow. The man caught a 360 back fade pylon like from Daniel, and then Daniel Jones throwing that too. I think Daniel Jones keeps throwing him the ball. He had 8 receptions last game. He had 10 before that.
Right, he's definitely the Giants' number one.
He's the number one guy. I think Daniel Jones force feeds Neighbors and he turns that ball over to Dallas. Dallas, remembers who they are, and they get it together. Dallas comes out with the win regardless.
Because right now, they soft as hell.
Ferguson was getting targeted 6 times. They got him at 4. Tolbert at 3. Justin Jefferson at 6. Romeo Dobbs at 4. And these are our early slips, guys. So, I mean, go in, check these, check to see if the numbers get inflated later on in the week as we get closer to game time. I'm pretty sure the Cowboys and Giants numbers are gonna probably stay the same.
Because I know everybody waiting for that Sunday night matchup. But y'all think Josh Allen gonna have the same game he had this week? That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think he comes back down to earth.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm just letting y'all know that. I'm just putting that out there. That's not gonna happen. He gonna get this shit shot down.
Yeah, I think you go all in this Thursday. Absolutely. Prize Picks, underdog fantasy. You go all in on this week's game. This week's Thursday night game. I don't think it'll be one-sided at all.
One-sided.
I think it'll be somewhat of a game, but Dallas is really looking to bounce back here.
He lying. This what's gonna happen. The Giants finna get the smoked. So if you got money, you might as well just put it on Dallas because they not gonna lose to the Giants. It's the Giants we talking about. This is what Vegas needs. Vegas needs them. They need a bounce back win from Dallas. They do. And where does that start off to kick off the week? Thursday.
You don't get your money out of just straight up win this week. They're supposed to win. They're favored to win. You gotta run the Prize Picks this week.
Gotta run the Prize Picks.
The money
this
is the Prize Picks
is a CeeDee Lamb week right here, man. CeeDee Lamb week. They're going up against the Giants. Like they gonna get their groove back. They gonna beat down. That's the way it is. You take a beat down, you gotta give a beat down.
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is, man. So it's a CeeDee week, man. Man,
I sure hope so, man.
It's a CeeDee week. I mean, it's time for y'all boys to level up, bro.
No, absolutely. I mean, if you watch the press conferences and tune in, kind of get a feel.
But Micah needs to.
You get a feel of the team chemistry.
Stop talking and just hold off on the podcast right now, man.
I mean, he can't because he got to deal with Bleacher Report. Man. What is it? Did they already do it?
The problem was we couldn't really stop Lamar Jackson because it's just like, hey, I know. He's just too fast.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. But they don't play Lamar Jackson this week. They play Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is still the worst quarterback in the league.
Is he?
Yes.
Bryce Young?
Daniel Jones is still...
Shut up, Bryce Young, though.
Still the worst quarterback. Don't let Daniel Jones...
No,
they just beat the Browns. And the Giants beat the Browns. So what is that saying about Cleveland? That's what I'm trying to say. If they toe tag the Browns and the Giants toe tag them, then it's just like the Browns is shit. Like, and Daniel Jones has had one good game, but Thursday night he going. Come on now, let's stop.
I think Daniel Jones is fighting for his NFL career at this point.
He could keep fighting. Because that. It's not good, dude.
I mean, you don't keep putting him in prime time, just to get shot.
They have to, because it's the Giants. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he's in prime time, man.
But they got the Jets out there now, so it's like
the Jets have a Hall
why
of Fame.
Why do you have all these prime time?
They have a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like, stop.
But yeah, Daniel Jones 200 yards. Careful. That's all I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't even put anything on Daniel Jones.
You wouldn't fade him?
No.
Why? If he's so bad, why?
First off, did Micah get a sack last game?
I don't know.
No, he did not. Because he did not sack Lamar.
Because the motherfucker was running, that's why.
He did not get a sack last game. Because if he did get a sack, it would be a photo to prove that. That's back to my point. Micah will have a sack next game, for sure. Because Daniel Jones ain't no goddamn Lamar Jackson. And he can't run like him. So he will have a sack. What is, they got the over and unders on what's on a sack for them? I know they do.
Yeah, I was rare to look at these, but
because TJ Watt be covering every week for that. Like,
they only have DeMarcus Lawrence on here right now.
You see how they know? You see how they know? They don't want to put that bet on there because they know Michael will come through and cover that. Like,
yeah.
So they gotta go to DeMarcus Lawrence now. If he get two sacks,
good at all.
Yeah, you see, they know the line. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Yeah,
they not fooling. They not fooling nobody, man.
They not rocking with D-Law, man.
Right now. Yeah, the Giants suck, man. They suck, man.
Yeah. All right, it's Adrian. We got another Adrian here. Shout out. Should I pick up Puka or Pacheco?
I'm gonna leave for Pacheco.
4 bench spots and IR is used on Brooks. Who's Brooks? Puka or Pacheco? Why are you trying to get guys that's injured, bro? Have you not been listening to what we're saying? You gotta get guys that's playing right now, that's in offenses, that is moving the ball, that is, creative playbook.
All of these people, Puka, Pacheco.
Pacheco's out for another 5 weeks.
Come on now. That's what I'm saying. Go pick up Cordell Patterson.
4 bench spots available. I mean, you gotta pick up somebody, bro. Don't pick up guys that's hurt. Go to your waiver wire, see who's available. We already named some guys. Go ahead and replay. We named some running backs. Jawan Jennings is really the only guy available, if he is available.
I mean, you got Braylon Allen, you got Bucky, you got Shepard.
Those are all running backs, bro. But he needs receivers.
Oh, he needs receivers?
I mean,
you got Mooney. Mooney's probably still available.
Mooney might be available.
He's definitely going to be utilized this week because they have a divisional matchup. So
look at McCaffrey for Washington. I mean, if you got spots, I would get him.
Yup.
Go get him. I mean,
who else?
Tolbert we mentioned. I mean,
Allen Lazard.
He's
always good.
Calvin Austin for the Steelers.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he's been pretty consistent back to back so far. That's not a reason why. Well, actually, no, I'm lying. He just had a breakout game.
Yeah.
But shoot, bro. I mean, it's tough, man. It's really tough right now. Well, I'm just looking at my league. There's not really many guys available. Yeah, I mean, damn, Matt Collins is the only receiver he can find.
So right now, in my league,
he did terrible.
Xavier Legette is available. Now that Adam Thielen's on IR, he will probably see more touches. So Xavier Legette and Andy Dalton. So Xavier.
Oh, Legette.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
bro. Now that Adam Thielen on IR, he's definitely going to see more touches with Andy Dalton. So
good point. Good point.
So he may be the winner of next week with
potential
winner. So Xavier Legette, right now, I mean, Gabe Davis is sitting in here, but he had 20 points.
Gabe Davis, he's with Jacksonville.
No,
right?
he didn't have 20 points. I'm lying to the people. That was something. Yeah, he had 3 points yesterday. But I would stay away from anyone from Jacksonville right now unless you ETN.
Yeah, Aiden, man, go ahead and let us know, man. That's what we're here for. That's exactly what we're here for, my boy. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like the video for us. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
and we got the answers for you.
Yeah, man.
We in the lab right now doing the homework for y'all.
Whoop ass, sweet, man. That's what it's about, man.
So, man, let us know y'all records, man. Let us know how y'all doing in y'all leagues. How's the leagues looking? Are you still looking forward to the season, or are you done? Your team's all injured. What's it looking like, man? Let us know.
I know it's dark for some of y'all because y'all haven't been following them instructions. That's why your team should have found a replacement for Tua. And I told y'all, and now you're just
WTF.
What the moments, man? I be trying to tell you, and
because we getting into the halfway mark of the season, man. You gotta know who your team is at this point.
Because that's the only way you gonna win, man. It's the only way you gonna win.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you don't want to have no guys injured on your team, man. That's just wasting up space when there's gonna be another guy, just hanging out on the waivers, like, oh yeah, not rostered, and then and it's breaking news the following week. Feel me? You got to do your homework. Do your homework, and you will, come out on top. I mean, it's usually how it goes. But any games you looking forward to this weekend?
Of course. Like I told y'all. Sunday Night Football. The Ravens play the Buffalo Bills. You see that quarterback matchup? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, which is going to be Lamar Jackson's going to take that edge. Like, we at the crib with it. It's all black. So, yeah, that's my game of the week right there because they hot.
Get your first home win.
They hot. They coming in. We gotta be on our tail, man. They are 3-0, so they coming in. But at the same time, it's just like, hey, we coming off a big win too. Like, it's 2 primetime games. We didn't have back-to-back weeks. Afternoon slot. We played the Cowboys. Now we gotta play Buffalo. So we gotta turn our season around and make this record 2-2, man. So it's just like anybody that could do it is definitely Lamar Jackson if they utilize just run them, run them. That's all you gotta do. just run Derrick Henry, like, and well that's my game of the week. Like Josh Allen is he look like the best as of right now. He's definitely looking good right now. Like, having 200 yards already at halftime, like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Like, he could have thrown for more. They just was being generous and decided to sit him, man.
I mean, that's smart. I mean, you gotta, you keep your guy healthy, man.
Like, he could have had
stay safe, man. He could have, went down.
Any game you looking forward to?
Nice. I'm looking forward to some games, but let's get into this question, right, Aiden? So his team, he has Barkley, Gibbs, Mason, Ramondre. Get rid of Ramondre.
Yeah, drop Ramondre, bro.
Kyron Williams. He has Ayuk, Smitty, Pickens, and he wants a stud receiver 1. Should I trade Ayuk, Gibbs, Mason for Jettis, Waddle, and Najee?
Najee hurt.
Yeah, you don't want Waddle right now. You really don't need Waddle, bro.
You should try to go get JSN.
Yeah.
Forget Waddle and go get JSN.
Yeah, I've had JSN on my bench this whole year, and I'm like, damn, I want to sneak him in my lineup, but I got Jettis, Olave, shit, CD Lamb. I'm pretty much loaded. I'm loaded at receivers, but Ayuk. You keep Barkley, that's for sure. You keep Barkley. I mean,
Man,
you can get rid of Gibbs.
If I had Ayuk, I would try to get Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could sucker.
JSN, he's the receiver for the Seahawks.
If I could sucker somebody into really taking an Ayuk for a Chris Godwin trade, some people would.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like Chris Godwin going. We talking about consistency, like, because if they gonna lock down Mike Evans as we seen, Chris Godwin, right there. Right?
Yeah.
So that's me, JSN and Chris Godwin. That's like, because it was like two wide receivers that that nobody wants to go up against weekly. Because both of them could have a 20 to 30 point day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, any type
Like Waddle's off the table because quarterback play is
not there.
it's not there right now.
It's tough. But I mean, man, you want to. I mean, you're loaded at running backs, bro. I mean, you get rid of Ramondre, so you free up some space. Maybe you don't have to make a trade, but I mean, if you want a stud receiver one, I mean, you get rid of Gibbs, and then I mean, maybe even Mason. I mean, McCaffrey could be coming back sooner than later, so you sell Mason high. I mean, you're 1-2, so you have a stud team, and you're 1-2. You just feel like you're in a rough spot with only Ayuk and Smith. And Smith just went out with a concussion. You hunt for a receiver one right now. You're 1-2. Don't panic. There's plenty of season left. You understand what type of team you have.
I'm
You understand what you
1-2.
want.
I'm not tripping, but I only lost 1 week because of CJ Stroud. So,
Yeah, and you got to think about how you lost too.
like I lost by 2 points because he wouldn't. When Tank Dell had a negative 3-yard game, that lost me the week right there.
Yeah, so I mean, you're onto something with your trade value, bro. You go find a stud receiver one. Sell Mason high, bro. I mean, if you really want JJ, man, Sam Darnold is balling right now. You do it, bro. Go get Jettis, bro. Get rid of Gibbs and Mason, dude. Fuck it. I mean, Ayuk, get rid of them too, bro. Just do it, bro. You doing a trade this early too? Oh yeah, why not? Smith, he's gonna be out for a couple weeks, concussion. He might not come back the same. Justin Jefferson, bro, he's balling, man. I got him on my team. I'll pick him up at pick 10. Pick 10, bro. So, I mean, you clearly want him. Other guys didn't want him in my league. And I'm winning. I'm second seed in my league. I'm 1-2. You gotta think about it too. What place are you in? The record matters, bro. But if you're putting up points, that's what really matters.
I'm in fourth place in my ESPN league. So
whatever play, you gotta put up points. Don't panic just because you're 1-2. But yeah, I think you make that Justin Jefferson trade for sure. I mean, Gibbs. I mean, that's gonna hurt a little bit. But you have some good running backs. I mean, you have Saquon Barkley.
but he needs wide receivers.
You got Barkley and Kyron, bro.
It's a 10-man. I'm in a 10-man too. Oh, you got. I'm telling you, you got options then.
Yeah, he's got options.
It's still people left on the waiver wire. 10-man is better than 14, bro. Trust me. It don't be nothing left in a 14. You just be like, damn, like.
But you might have rules because I had rules in my.
I was second this week, but lost to the first guy.
Okay, so I mean you're in the playoffs. 10-man, 5 teams in playoffs, right? Or what was it, 6? It's rough. Hey man, it's early in the season, bro. It's supposed to be rough. by week 5, you gotta know what type of team you are. You gotta see the promised land.
Nah,
by
10
week
man,
5.
it's really the top 4 make the playoffs.
Oh, top 4.
Yeah, that would matter, and then
Oh,
let's just go to constellation.
Was it 4? I think we did
That's
something like
that's
that.
what it is. See, like
That's tough.
like,
Yeah, that's yeah. You make the trade, bro. Make the trade now. Make the trade, yeah.
yeah, because it's a dogfight. Like right now, everybody 2-and.
But who's got points though? That's
I know. Right now, freaking.
Everyone.
Right now, obviously, the person in the
the
ESPN that's leading,
whatever.
he got Josh Allen, so he in the. Yeah, damn, this dude got it. No wonder.
No, sorry. Oh, he's in 8th place.
Man, you might wanna.
You gotta make some moves, man. You gotta get up out of 8th because you ain't out in the playoffs.
Yeah, man.
You can just say, oh, I play fantasy football. Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah,
So
you gotta make these trades.
It's time to load up the gun, and shoot your competition down, one by one,
You got to.
week by week.
It's either you or them, man. So you gotta look at it. But he said I would beat anyone else on the matchup, but lost to the only guy that could beat me. Okay. I mean, so now you know who your competition's gonna be later in the season. If you can knock out everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Does he have Jettis, the number 1 guy? If he has Jettis, I don't think he takes a trade if he has him. But that's tough, man. That's some funny shit right there. The only guy that you're losing to is the best, and you can beat everyone else. You gotta build your team right now, man. 10 man, yeah, 10 man is tough. And I know 8th place ain't gonna get you in the playoffs, so.
I mean, it is tough, but
How are you in 8th place? I don't understand how he's in 8th place to be.
I
Is
said
this team
10,
better than
it's
everybody?
10 man, it's tough, but at the same time with the 10 man, the only reason why people are winning week to week in 10 man is because they're killing on the waiver wire.
Right.
Like with 10 man, with 10 people, like you still gonna have valuable, like people in the waiver wire. Like, so you gonna have people like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why people had to swipe on certain people last week. Cause now look at everybody's value now. Like you watch that Commanders from that game, you like, oh dang, let me go pick up Christian McCaffrey, little brother. Like let me go get Zach Ertz. Like let me go get Eckler. Like so, as you can see, the offense looked fluid. The same thing with Arizona. Like once they have their statement game, then people gonna go pick up Dortch and Michael Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, it's week to week, man. Like, you know, these guys, you know, they could, you know, do so good this week, and then, you know, it's about who can be consistent is what I'm trying to say here. Like, I mean, you're gonna have to gamble on a guy, you know, to hope for at least like a 15. You at least hope that they match their projected line, but it's, you know, you gotta roll the dice sometimes.
Okay, what about?
And early in like these weeks right now, early in the season is when you just put anything out there and see what you get back. But the scary thing that he says is doing a huge trade like this is if Jettis gets injured, are you screwed? Give up 3 studs for an injured player. I mean, that's just football, bro. I mean, shit. I didn't think Tua was gonna get another concussion. I still drafted him. I mean, so now, you know, I already adapted. They say you gotta adapt, bro. I mean, it's football. I mean, anybody can get injured at any given moment. You just hope for, you know, they don't. But 3 studs for an injured player, that would be terrible. That would be terrible.
No.
What do you think about that? I mean, you made the trade, right? 3 studs for Justin Jefferson.
It's a high risk.
I mean, he scared us the other week when he tried to go for a block on who? Bosa.
Bro, he would have had he would have had like a 150 day if he didn't leave at halftime.
Yeah,
He had 130.
man.
Easily would have had a $150. But trying to trying to go head up with another position that, like, bro, just stop.
Yeah, I say do it, bro. If you want to win, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to the games that I like. He likes the Sunday night game, of course. Thursday, I mean, everyone's gonna be watching that. So out of those two games, I'm really looking forward to seeing. I want to see how the Bengals, bounce back. 0-3 against the Panthers. I'm interested in that game. I like the Saints and Falcons game. I want to see how Jordan Love is gonna do in his return back against Sam Darnold.
Real, he's not playing.
No, they got him. They already got him on the slip, so he's playing. If the picks got him, bro. Shit. Shoot, every other game. Lions Seahawks. I like that one right there. That's a Monday night. I like. Okay, it's a cool game right there. We actually have a doubleheader on Monday again.
Ooh.
Titans and Dolphins.
No,
That's gonna be the rug pull game right there, y'all. Stay away from that.
Nobody wants to watch that.
We're gonna see the Tyreek Hill in the backfield. We're gonna see shit like that. D-Hop, they might let D-Hop go crazy.
I'm picking D-Hop up this week.
Yeah, they might let him. They might let D-Hop run crazy on Monday, doubleheader, just like how we just saw Jaden Daniels. We're gonna see a blowout game. That blowout game is gonna be the Titans and the Dolphins.
Titans, Dolphins, huh?
But yeah, I want to see the Seahawks, see if Geno can keep it going.
Bro, Seahawks gonna win.
Montgomery, my running back, I'm just expecting the 20 piece.
I got DK in that. DK finna go crazy, DK. And it's crazy, y'all, because I was going to take Keenan Allen over DK. And glad I made the right choice because Keenan Allen.
Man. I fell for the hype, bro. I fell for the hype, man, for the Bears. They was gassing them up all offseason. It looked good on paper. Sometimes it looks good on paper until it gets dirty, until it gets shredded. And Caleb Williams.
That's what she said.
Caleb Williams is doing okay for me right now.
Other than
that 1 week, but hey man. I don't know.
Interception.
2-1 with him. Sorry, so on my team, second seed. So I'm the second seed in my NFL league, and then ESPN. I think I just dropped over here. Oh, they actually have me at second seed in ESPN as well. Let's go. 2-1, both leagues. 2-1, 2 wins, second seed. It's lit. So, oh yeah, it's lit over here. We got 2 guys still undefeated, so that's kind of scary. What do I play any of those guys this week? I just lost. I let a guy continue his win streak against me, and he didn't even start a tight end. So I don't even understand that one right there. Matchup.
Hey man, sometimes you ain't gotta start off. You just want to just be right there on pace.
Yeah.
Like I'm in 4th place right now, which is cool. Because it's just like my quarterbacks that I have hadn't even really started cooking yet. Like
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, I'm gonna stick. I got him in ESPN. I alternate between Kyler Murray and CJ Stroud. But right now, Kyler Murray has been more, just better point wise. Like, and I'm gonna stick with Kyler Murray, man.
Yeah, you still with Kyler Murray, man.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going up against a dude 1-2, and his name is I Need a Hawk Tua. That's funny.
Crikey.
He's in 4th. He's the 4th seed. So I can't let this guy get a win. There's a lot of guys 1-2.
A lot of people are 1-2.
A lot of guys are 1-2.
Which doesn't mean that 1-2. You could easily change that to 2-2. Right back in the ball game with just some slight adjustments, good common sense. Just start who you would think is going to showcase the best on Sunday, and who you think going to be a very important part of the game plan. So like Demarcus Robinson, if y'all don't have him and he's still in the waiver wire, you could go pick him up because Cooper Kupp is still out. So it'd be names like that where you lose the week to. Like you don't want to get Jawan Jennings. You got Jawan last week. That's why you ain't win. I know people were looking like, dang, I thought I had to. Bang, he come out of nowhere with a 45 points.
45-point game. And that's what you would expect, man. You know, playing fantasy, you expect stuff like that, man. You know, we knew that, you know, Purdy didn't have too many options. In the Super Bowl, we saw Jennings throw a touchdown pass. Who else? I just saw someone else throw a pass. One of these receivers threw a pass. I think it might have been Houston. Was it Houston?
Oh, I don't know. That game was kind of slow.
I think I've seen that. Seen that somewhere.
CJ having a little sophomore blues right now. He gets together.
Yeah.
That's why I can't start him, man.
But yeah, man, anything you else want to tell the people, man, before we get up out of here? You know, we've been on here for a good amount of time. I appreciate you guys tuning in to the Fantasy Twins. You know, we're going to continue to give y'all our schedule so you can let y'all know how, you know, our week is going. And so far, I mean, I'm doing good so far.
Yeah, you know, I'm right where I want to be. Right where I want to be, you know. I got a quarterback that's desperation to win games because they 0-3. So I'm expecting these next couple of weeks, this is going to define their season. So Joe Burrow really going to have
2 weeks right here.
Joe Burrow going to really have to be on his stuff.
And we playing catch up.
Yeah, because it's just like anybody that got anyone from the Bengals standpoint, start them. Because they got to get it. They have no win. So Jamar Chase had 29 points in a loss last night. So that should tell you, like, they get it together. But hey, man, do the same old thing, man, you know. And look at my team. We ain't start off like that, 1-2.
Yeah.
So you gotta turn it around, man.
All
Hey, man, anything else you wanna throw in there?
Shoot, man. Just stay tuned in, man. Stay tapped in. Look for our clips throughout the week. I know I've been kind of slow with the clips. But, hey, man, if you just go back and look at what we've been talking about, a lot of stuff has been coming true, okay? These matchups, you know, the past couple of weeks, we've been seeing a lot of upsets. And, you know, going further into the season, you know, we're going to see, you know, where these teams really rank. Who, you know, is
Fugazi?
Yeah.
And who not Fugazi? That's what we're going to see.
Doing it right here.
That's what we're going to see, man. And
the Saints clearly got exposed, okay?
they got shot down. And
Who else?
Dallas shot down. There. San Francisco shot down. Y'all was supposed to they wasn't supposed to come back and win. Tampa Bay shot down. Bo Nix.
The Raiders.
Raiders.
That's embarrassing.
Raiders. And then at least the Bengals. Come.
Yeah, the Bengals.
Damn. That's the only words that you can say. Damn. Bruh, go dye your hair back black again and maybe I could get some wins, man. Go eat some Frosted Flakes. Maybe I could be great. And man, so it's opportunity for everybody. And a lot of people 1-2 in their fantasy. That 1-2 could change to 2-2, and you may put up more points than the person that's in second place right now. And so it's all about common sense, the knowledgeable start, the knowledgeable sit, and who they're going up against. And remember, Kickers matter in this league.
Kickers matter.
Kickers matter, man.
Yeah, don't be emotional, man. Don't be like, okay.
I dropped Justin Tucker.
He's fading my team this week.
I dropped Justin Tucker, man.
One of my favorite players is going play this week, man.
That's,
so what, man? So what?
Man.
Justin Tucker was this
Sneaking
guy.
up, man. Wait, he still is my
He just
guy.
got dethroned. He just got dethroned this week.
Here we go.
We have the number one kicker in the league. We have the number one quarterback with the most passing yards in the league. Wake up. Wake up. It ain't what's understood don't gotta be explained, man.
Nah, but you know, other than the only person, Josh Allen, he the only person
Yeah,
that's going. He going bananas.
At 47.
He going bananas. But hey, he won't be doing that against my team. You know, y'all stay tuned. This is the Fantasy Twins. You know, we keep y'all updated, keep y'all well educated to make the right educated bet or the educated start so you can win your league. Because nobody wants to be a loser. And
Nobody.
Because you either first or you last. That's it in life. Yeah, second place is, hey, that's
Nobody
it.
remembered.
Nobody remembers second place. Just remember that. Nobody care about silver medals. We want that gold.
There you go.
We want that gold.
All-time lines right now.
That's right, baby. So, hey, good luck to week 4 coming up. And make sure you take down your competition the smart way. And, hey, man. And hope it's an explosive week. Nobody knows. Each week is a different story.
We don't know.
Each week is a different story, man.
We don't know, but they tell us that we know. So
They tell us that we know.
They tell us we know.
Yeah.
So
Well, the Chiefs, though, man. That's how we can end that. Y'all lose, bruh. I really hope y'all do. Yeah, you know, all the Chiefs fans that follow me, team, and stay tuned, man.
Alright, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight, man. Tap in, watch the replay, like, subscribe, share the content for us. Tap into the Instagram, tap into the TikTok. The links are gonna be in the description. And let's go, man. We get to see America this Thursday. So let's see how we gonna start the week off in the NFL Thursday. So do your homework, get the lineup set, get the waivers ready, and that's it.